Pebble Geo Excel data entry template is a standard way of doing borehole and trial pit logging within Pebble Geo. It's designed to be as self-explanatory as possible, and the data is arranged across multiple tabs, and it's loosely based on standard AGS type descriptions. But if you're not using AGS standards, that doesn't matter. Each tab represents one class of data. The first tab is a set of general instructions. Note the colour scheme that denotes required fields versus desirable fields. We're not going to go through every sheet in this video, but it's just to give you an idea of the general scheme. There's a sheet for project information. The locus sheet is where you enter your borehole location information, including ID, types, and position. Note that many fields within the spreadsheet have lookup values to aid data entry. Pebble Geo relies on some of these in order to drive templates when you're producing the PDFs. There's also space for method by depth, orientation and inclination. The Geol tab is where you put your standard geology, including full descriptions, legend codes. These are based on the 3-digit AGS legend codes, and also Geol for formations and secondary geology codes. There's a separate sheet for detailed descriptions, which you can put in at any depth. The D-log sheet is here for compatibility with certain field data capture systems, and it captures the driller's geological description as opposed to the engineer's. The sample sheet lets you put in information about sample type, reference numbers, and things like blow count and recovery. Water is spread across two sheets according to the AGS standard. Water strike, which records also casing depth, date and time, etc. And then the details, which records rest levels with time. BKFL sheet is for the backfill information. And again, this is one of the places where the expected values are keyed to a lookup list, which you'll find at the back of the spreadsheet. Pipe allows you to enter installation information using a pipe reference. You can have multiple pipes displayed in the log. And again, things like pipe type are keyed to expected values. Coring and fracture spacing are across two sheets. And with the fracture spacing, you can use either of two schemes: max, average, min, or fracture index, fractures per meter. The blue tabs represent the in-situ tests that are supported by Pebble Geo at the current time. It's worth noting that over time the spreadsheet may evolve and additional sheets may appear, but the same principles apply. At the moment we have photoionization, SPTs, where we can put in an SPT type, standard or cone, and you can also put blow counts and increments. So we're capturing the full data there, and also things like hammer serial number and energy ratio. Shear vein by depth, including the vein residual test amount, if you wish to enter that. Pocket penetrometer. These burgundy sheets for dynamic probe. So if you have dynamic probe locations, you'll be working mostly into these sheets. So here, the dynamic probe general sheet is for the information about the hammer mass, the drop, etc. And the DPRB is for the actual data. So blow counts by depth increment. The green tabs are to do with the progression of the hole and the nature of the hole. So we've got HDIA for hole diameter, CDIA for casing diameter by depth, chiseling information, progress by time, so you can put shift information into there, drilling flush details, water added records, and then any other depth related remarks which are not to do with the geology. So these will be driller's remarks, for example. And the final sheet is the data validation list. These are just here for reference. Check out more videos in the Excel playlist to understand how to use some of the individual sheets.